There are 3 keys, I believe, to making money. The word of the day. First one's perspicacity. Most people go through life and they do not pay attention. I've said this before and I want to stick by it because it's so important. You need to pay attention to every single time you spend money because you cannot make money. You're not the Federal Reserve, you're not a government. Governments make money. All of us take money from somebody else or a business or a government. We take money from other things. So the easiest way to learn how to get good at taking money is to pay attention to every time someone takes money from you. So next time you buy a coffee, don't just buy the coffee and drink it and think nothing of it like every brokey. Don't do that. Say, okay, why am I buying this coffee? Okay, I want a coffee. All right. Why am I buying here? Well, this is on my way to work. Is there any competition around? Do I also want breakfast? Do they sell breakfast? No, they don't sell breakfast. They could probably make some more money if they were selling breakfast. Anyway, I walk in, there's a long line. Why is there one member of staff? I'm low on time. I'm about to leave and not buy the coffee. They're about to lose money because it's taking too long. Most of the people in this line are businessmen. Why is there not a cute girl behind the counter? I bet if they paid a cute girl a little bit more, they'd still make a bunch more money because people would come in here to talk to her. Think. And then what you'll do is, as you go through life, every time you spend money, is you'll realize the problem is not how to make money. The problem is how much time you have because there's endless business ideas. There's endless ideas. I walk into a coffee shop and by the time I've walked out, I already know exactly how to open up next door and outcompete them head to toe. I already have worked out how much is the rent, where are they fucking up, what are they not selling that they should be selling, what are they doing good, what are they doing bad, this chair is too hard, I'll wreck them.
What up, people? What up, YouTube? It's been a little minute, but I'm back out here, you know. And I came today to talk about cankles. I came here today to talk about the solar plexus chakra again, and how it relates to entrepreneurship, the entrepreneurship ventures. You see, now, how are we gonna start this off? I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna do a quote from the Old Testament. Well, not necessarily a quote. Something I remember from the Old Testament. You see? And that is this. When Moses was leading his people across the sea, that he was going to get God to part for him. God promised he was going to part the sea for him. And so, what it was this. As they were going into the sea, everyone expected for the water to just move out the way and be no, you know, they expected for, what it was as they would go down and they saw that the sea wasn't parting immediately, is what I'm trying to say. Doubt started to arise. And instead of trusting their leader and trusting in God and trusting in the living God within themselves, you see, and their leader, which is Moses, they began to trust the doubt that arose in their minds. Foolishness. And so some allowed the water to get like waist deep and they turned back, shoulder deep and they turned back. It wasn't until it was over their head, the water was over their head, before the sea parted. And that's a beautiful thing about what I've learned in entrepreneurship. I'm not necessarily going to say the business that I've gotten myself into. It's completely legal. It's 100% legal, right? But, we'll talk about that later. Because that's not the point. The point's not the actual specific business I'm doing. The point is that, you know, when you visualize something, an entrepreneurship venture, and you go for it, there's going to be that gray fuzzy period where it looks like this shit's not going to work. You see? But now, me personally, my personal experience, see, I've just started entrepreneurship. I've been doing it for about a month. And, you know, I've made mistakes. Of course. You see? You know, it's not the only thing I'm doing. I got a job, and, you know, I was hitting the gym, but I got a couple injuries, so I got to let those heal. But with all that on my plate, with all that in my day, you see, I'm going to make mistakes during my entrepreneurship ventures. And also, I just discovered, you know, caffeine. It's a great invention. Helps to cut off some of those mistakes by tuning up my mind. But anyway, so you're going to have things happen to you that are mistakes that you make. You're going to have things that happen to you that are completely out of your control. You're going to have things that happen to you that, you know, where you should have paid more attention and those things wouldn't have happened. Mistakes and also bad decisions. Just keep going. Learn from those mistakes and bad decisions, and learn from the things that you could have prevented, and also learn to operate in such a way where it'd be very hard for someone to hinder you. You know what I mean? So anyway, more on the solar plexus chakra. Now, to me, the solar plexus chakra is a certain level of enlightenment. And it's a certain level of enlightenment. It's not the highest enlightenment that you can achieve. But what I've also learned is that rich people have attained usually this level of enlightenment. And what I mean by rich people, I mean successful entrepreneurs. They have attained a certain level of enlightenment around the solar plexus chakra generally. Because in my studies, the solar plexus chakra is about the dreams. Like the dreams when you actually go to sleep. Astral projection. Maybe lucid dreaming. Right. Probably. But also living your dreams when you wake up from your pillow, you know, and you get up from your bed. Living your dreams as well, you see. It's about drive, determination, focus, discipline, sacrifice. You see. What kind of fire you got in you? You see. Let me show the pieces. I got a new piece. Yeah. What kind of fire you got in you? You see. Do you have the type of fire that's going to allow you to live your dreams? Do you have the type of fire within you that's going to allow you to continue down a path that you know is profitable, but it just seems like it's just not working right now? Can you power through that, through the doubt of the human mind? Doubt in all of its synonyms. All of its many, many synonyms. It's all of its brothers and cousins. Can you power through that shit? Or are you gonna give up and be a little bitch, a little pussy? You know? Go back to your day job. You're not ready for this. Don't let that be you. Don't let that, what I just said, you see, pertain to you. Get out here and get this shit. You see, money is a part of spirituality. It's not the main piece. Like I've said, entrepreneurs have reached a certain level of enlightenment. But look, money is important on a spiritual path. Financial freedom, more importantly, more specifically, it's very, very, very important on the spiritual path, man. Look, answer these questions in your own mind. How long do you spend at your job every day? How many days a week do you spend at your job every week? How many hours is that a month? How long do you spend at your job every year? If you were financially free, you could be spending the majority of that time with God or in meditation, however you want to say it, within your own spirit, mastering your soul, doing techniques, practicing occultism. You see, doing yoga or whatever is your brand of spirituality. You could be doing that shit. You see. But no, you gotta clock in. Because if not, then come the worldly shit. You see. Can't pay your light bill and fucking shit like that. All that kind of dumbass shit. You see. So, what you gonna do, nigga? Get off your ass. Now, in the spirit of the solar plexus, of the solar plexus lecture, I have to talk about this. You've seen me, if you watch this channel, if you watch my previous videos, well, let's not even say that. Let's just say this. I've smoked weed before. You see, I've done it. So I know, I can have an opinion. On a path to entrepreneurship, marijuana is garbage. It's trash. Why is this? Weed is trash on a path to entrepreneurship for the simple fact it hinders your solar plexus chakra. Now, how does it do this? What did I just talk about earlier? Drive, determination, sacrifice, consistency. Sacrifice, sacrifice, sacrifice. You see? It hinders all of that shit. It fucks you up. Mentally, man. Mentally. Tell me how many lazy potheads you know can't get shit done because they gotta stay high all the fucking time. Or they gotta get high before they do anything. And it's just fucking waste of time. You become very complacent with bullshit. You become satisfied with meager earnings, which is trash. Now, the reason I say this, the reason I'm against weed, or it sounds like I'm against weed, is because of hip-hop culture. And I'll explain. Now see, in our culture, which is hip-hop culture, they encourage and practice marijuana abuse. 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 The abuse of marijuana. Marijuana is a tool. Weed is a tool, just like anything else. It unlocks your mind in a certain way. You see? But you can go overboard. So you see the lazy nigga who's always lighting up, smoke 5, 6, 7 blunts a day, 10 blunts a day. Oh, Let's talk about the nigga who smoked 10, 12, 13, 24, 28 grams a day. Some niggas smoke more than 28 grams a day. So you gotta smoke more than an ounce, nigga? You're fucking crazy. You're fucking nuts. You have deep psychological issues. But once again, I smoked lots of weed. I smoked pounds of fucking marijuana. I smoked pounds. I can have an opinion. My piss is clean now. Entrepreneurship. I wanted to be an entrepreneur. Wasn't about no fucking job drug testing me. Fuck that shit. Fuck that trash. I wanted to be clear-minded, you see, all day. Not just before and after my high. Not just before and after I get high. The fuck? Like after it wears off. The fuck? So yeah. If you want to get serious about life, and you've been slacking, you've been behind, and you smoke weed, just give up. Smoke more weed. Or give up weed and try harder. It's that simple. Now, there's a select few of people who can smoke weed and still get an immense amount of work done. I'm not talking to you guys. You guys are different, but you know who you are, and it's not the most of you. Most of you are fucking lazy fucks who want to smoke weed and play video games. And like I say, I've done it. So I can have an opinion. I've done those things. Be better than who I was. Get to this level faster and surpass me. Shit. I haven't become a multi-millionaire yet. You get there first. I'm not gonna make it easy for you. Anyway, that brings me to my next subject, and probably the final subject of this video. Andrew Tate. Now, Andrew Tate is a solar plexus master. Absolutely. I've mastered the chakras. I've raised my kundalini, and I see it. He's mastered the solar plexus. Now, I've never met the man, so I don't know what other chakras he's mastered. I say he has a strong level of perception, just like any master chess player would. So, you know, there goes the third eye thing, but like I said, I can't really speak on the third eye thing. I've never actually met him. Never actually sat down and had a conversation with Andrew Tate. But Andrew Tate's a solar plexus master. Drive, determination, focus. And then, you know, that shit will make you arrogant. Arrogant. You see? But, come on, man. You gotta think about it. If you started from the bottom, started from nothing, and you sacrifice discipline, consistency, persistence, perseverance, you see, vision, you use all of these elements that I just named at the bottom and pulled yourself up to the top. Why wouldn't you feel like that? The people who speak down on arrogance, what I've noticed, the people who speak down on the arrogance of others, you see, the people that they're speaking down on are immensely more successful than them. Think about that. And they're usually, their lives are usually nothing to desire. You know, the people who are speaking down on the arrogant. Like, hey, motherfucker, I wouldn't want your life. I wouldn't take your fucking life plus $1 million. You look like, you know, the fuck? You ruined your life. You ruined yourself. Look at you. You know what I mean? Look at you. So don't be put off by people's confidence, cockiness, and arrogance. Now, I will say this. There are people on this planet who do not deserve to be cocky and arrogant. And those are the people who haven't accomplished anything, you see, but yet they feel superior for some fucked up reason. And a lot of these people, they try to convince you that they're so great when, you know, they're not even convinced of that themselves. Assholes. Shitheads. But yeah. Andrew Tate's definitely a solar plexus chakra master. And I'm absolutely glad that he exists, and I'm glad that he is as popular as he is, because the world needs that solar plexus energy. It needs it hard. Like, it really needs it really bad. You know, we as men must be creatures of strength. You understand? And there's too much pussification of the male species. I'm gonna say this. Let's go back to my other thing, my other subject about marijuana. Marijuana, weed, it fucking, I mean, it will literally change your hormones around. Like, weed makes men have more estrogen. Weed makes men have more estrogen. It makes women have more testosterone. Okay? You act, you know. Makes you act more like a bitch. Biatch. You know. So there's that. So hey man, you want something out of life, man, get up and go get it. You see? You want something out of life, get up and go get it. Now, this is the last, this is the last thing I'm gonna say about this whole solar plexus chakra thing. This law of attraction bullshit that y'all are on, fuck that. Okay, law of attraction works, but you gotta get up off your ass and go get it. You see? Let's go back to the first point. The Mecca, you see, which is where Moses was leading his people, God's people. The Mecca wasn't gonna come to them people. They had to go to it. You see? You want to manifest $1 million? What the fuck are you doing that's gonna make you $1 million? And I'll give you a warning. If you're manifesting millions of dollars and not doing shit to get it, be very, very careful what you ask for. You just might get it. Who knows what the fuck has to happen to you for you to get that shit? Huh? Yeah. A fucking freak accident at your job. Now you're missing your left arm, but they pay you $1 million. The law of attraction works. Be careful what you ask for. You just might get the motherfucker. Okay? Set up channels for this energy to come to you. This energy of, I'm a millionaire. See? Set up channels for that fucking shit. Channels that you know, this what business I'm doing. I can make $1 million a year. I could possibly. Okay, now let's do rituals. Okay, now let's do altar work. One more thing, because oh man, I have so much information in my head. It's like, it's unlimited. The thing with marijuana is that marijuana, hold on. That dude crazy. But yeah, man. I should have caught that on camera. But talking about weed. Somebody out in the city smoking weed. He said he gonna put a city cop on him. Hey man, here's what it is. Well, it wasn't me. Would have been, but it ain't. Think about weed and occultism. Okay, yeah, weed and occultism. That's where I was. Weed and spiritual practice and occultism. Okay. Now the thing about it, the good part about weed is it will open your heart center. You see, it does help you open a heart center. It helps you to be more empathetic. It helps you to be more connected with the emotions of others and all kind of shit like that, you know. More loving, more forgiving, that type of shit, you see. But like I said, it weakens the solar plexus chakra. So, with that being said, that's why when you abuse marijuana, you lose your dreams. You can't remember shit. You go to sleep, it's black. Bullshit. You wake up, all you remember is black. Nothing. You see? Now, this is an occultist nightmare. This is an advanced spiritualist's nightmare. Why is that? Because when you do altar work, and I've been doing altar work, when you do altar work, meditating on the altar and things like that, and communicating with deities, you want them to communicate with you through your fucking dreams. That's how they do it. Okay? So if you're abusing marijuana, smoking too much weed, literally overdosing, you ain't got no fucking dreams. How the hell is the God of prosperity gonna give you dreams? Communicating with you. You see what I'm saying? Becoming your teacher. And you cutting your fucking dreams off. It's retarded. Magic mushrooms is better. You don't pop out at the job, and you get to keep the dream state. Fuck weed. Get the magic mushrooms. But yeah, that's about it, man. That's about it. Andrew Tate's good for the world, man. He's good for the world. And he's good for the male species. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say I don't agree with everything he says as a character. Some of that shit's kind of funny. Actually, all of it's funny. Sometimes his shit he says as a character is kind of like out there. Like when he says all bodybuilders are fags. That's out there. When he says they're all gay, that's that's a bit out there, you know. I understand where he's coming from, but it's a beauty pageant for other men and shit like that. I get it. But I mean, that's just not true, bro. So just certain shit like that, it's funny shit. Like, I laugh at it. It's hilarious. But I just know, like, come on, bro. That's obviously not true. But yeah, that's a funny motherfucker. And he spits a lot of truth. And he has this thing, he has a lecture, not just the shorts and interviews, but he has a lecture on 100 points of business that I have seen. And that lecture on the 100 points of business by Andrew Tate is absolute gold. I'll tell you that right now. It's absolutely gold laced with diamonds. And I really fucking mean that. Like, every entrepreneur needs to see that. Every aspiring entrepreneur needs to see that. Every current entrepreneur needs to see that. And yeah, that's about it, man. That's it. That's all the points I wanted to make. Yeah, man, do some solar plexus chakra work, man. Stop bullshitting. Go get what you want out of life. It's Goldface Pharaoh, man. Holla at your boy.